Welcome back. Hope you're having a good morning. Well, for starters, the SGX Nifty, that's indicating a big pullback. That's down closer to around 75 points or thereabouts. But plenty of stocks are going to be in focus, and we just discussed all of them with you in our top 10 segment. And we have Deven Choksey of KRChoksey who joins us this morning to help us out with a quick analysis on all of that. Hi, Deven. Good morning. Deven, my colleague Sonal, she just joined us, and she was telling us about Prestige Estates Mumbai plans and how they want to get into this market. What's your view on this entire real estate theme, and where does Prestige fit in?
Good morning, Nigel. Overall, I think the real estate space, minus the land bank companies, I think looks pretty decent as far as the outlook on the growth is concerned. The demand scenario remains by and large intact. Even though the rate of interest has increased, I think to a certain extent it will impact the lower end of the class, who probably find affordability as an issue. But I think the premium class of real estate probably would find the buyers intact, because the overall economic condition remains good for most of the businesses in general. So from that perspective, I would think that the overall Mumbai real estate market looks pretty set as far as the growth is concerned. So we may not see the kind of a rise in the price that we have seen in the last 2 years due to relatively less pressure on the cost of funds. That is going to be slightly negative or concern, as one would probably argue for. Not too sure about immediate plans of Prestige, so would probably keep my comment little reserved for some time.
Okay, all right. Deven, good morning. We were just discussing in the studio how the IMD has warned of a first heat wave of the year in the month of March, and they're talking about parts of the western region hitting 37 to 40 degrees in March itself. Wonder what May and June is going to be like. But, there's this whole pocket, right? Whether it's Voltas, Symphony. Jeffries has written an interesting note saying that Voltas is in a sweet spot, and it has underperformed compared to the Nifty in the last 1 year. So there is that headroom as well. Do you like any of these names?
Yeah, good morning, Sonia. Certainly, I think the summer is starting early this time around, and definitely it would be a good news for most of the white goods companies, particularly the companies which are into the air conditioning business. And you mentioned Voltas and Blue Star. Both these companies remain relatively, safe from the growth point of view. I would think that, yes, the season is getting started early. They should be having relatively better numbers coming up in this particular quarter as well, and followed by April to June quarter, which should remain relatively more buoyant quarter. Not too sure, again, about the volume numbers that the companies would report, because it is too early to even calculate that part of it. But yes, as a trend, one would think that April to June quarter should remain reasonably good as far as these companies are concerned.
Okay. All right. Well, just stay on, Deven. We'll come back to you in a bit. Let's get a quick comment from Equitas Small Finance Bank. It's the first corporate on our radar. I do want your thoughts, Deven, on this. The bank reported a robust loan growth in